I want to take us on a join option. We actually did table join in the previous module, but I want to bring you to another type of join. So for the table join we did in the previous module, we use a particular unique ID to join the table. In the cases whereby you don't have a unique ID and you want to join different data you want to use to carry out analysis based on their locations, we can also do that by using spatial join. What spatial join does is that it uses relations of locations of data. For example, if I turn on active center and we have it here, let me make it a unique value. Property, make it a unique value. Apply, OK. So we've made it a unique value. Now under this active center attribute, so if I have this active centers data and is on Lagos shapefile and I want to join all the data from this active centers to Lagos table based on location. For example, if I have Ojo, I have the data from only this point joins to the record in Lagos table. So we see how that works using spatial join. And for you to do that, you come to the search, you type spatial join and you press enter. You can also determine the location of the geospatial tools by moving your cursor towards this toolbar system. You can see it shows the location which is under the toolbar system, toolbars, analyst tools, overlay, spatial join, and right under the app toolbar you can locate that analyst tools overlay, and this is it, spatial join. You can always locate it here. I'll double click on the spatial join. Our target features now is the Lagos State dataset and the join features. The join features is the point active center. Now you select the output features class, and the beauty of this spatial join is that it automatically creates a new data set for us. That is, it does not have to, the first table join we did on previous module is joined to a particular data set, but spatial join will create a new data set for you. So let me select the location I want it to be saved. I'll give it a name, join table, and I'll click on save. What next we want to do, when you check this Ojo, point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So under this join operation, we have join one to one and we have join one to many. In this case, we have 10 records that we want to join to one record or job. We want to do one to one. We don't want to do one to many. So we have one to one. If we do one to many, we would have duplicate of 10 places. But if we do one to one, we have these 10 matched together to just form one based on a particular instructions or a particular join criteria. So for example, if we are merging all these 10 points to become one record. So for us to be able to do that, we would have to use this box to instruct the join to select a particular way to present our data. For example, if you go to subscribers, if you click on merge rule, by default it will show only the first record, and since the subscriber field is number under the active center, we can always do different calculations. So instead of showing the first record, we can select the criteria to say that it should show either the minimum, the maximum, the mean, the sum. Do we want to show the minimum out of the 10 or the maximum or the sum or the mean? These are where you set the rules. So for me, I want to use the sum to do the sum of the subscribers, and then for the population I will also make use of the sum and I will click OK. So when this spatial join is going to execute the process, we would have the sum of subscribers and population added to the Lagos table. Now we have the spatial join dataset added. Let's check the attribute of that spatial join dataset. The Lagos table stopped somewhere here, this shape area, and this was where the active centers was added to it. So now we have the subscribers and the population under the record of the new spatial join dataset that we just did now using the spatial join tools. If you look at it, you will find out that for the address, it selected the first record for local government, which is Agege. we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 records, but it only selects the first address. And also for the point X and point Y, which is the lat and long, it selected just the first. But when it comes to the subscribers and population, it actually made a sum of all the points under ArcGIS, which is 57, and all the population under ArcGIS, which is 376. So that is what we can do for merge rules spatial join. And the capability this gives us is that it can now help us to also carry out symbology operation for the polygon shapefile, which we were not able to do before using only this Lagos State shapefile. But because we now have the subscribers and the population added to this new data set, we can now carry out the symbology operation. With that being said, we can now symbolize using the join table property. I can now go to categories, add all values, and use and give it a color rank. Let me use this. Then I'll click on apply and OK. We now have various colors for local government based on the information in the attribute table. I can now also group it just like we've done for other layers. I can go to quantities and I'll select subscribers as the field I want to use. I can use 3 groups. I'll apply and click OK. So we found out that we have highest number of subscribers in Alimosho, and the middle class subscribers falls under Ifako, Ijaye, Ikeja, and Koshofe, while lower class subscribers falls under Agege, Mushin, Shomolu, Maryland, or Ojo. This is the possibility that spatial join gives to us. It helps us to transfer data from points to be able to match them to a particular location for polygon shapefile.